Hello, this is Brian with NetPicks.com. I'd like to take the next few minutes and talk to you about something that I implemented into my own trade desk about 2 years ago that's been very beneficial to me. And for those that know us here at NetPicks, no, it's not time for us to release our next new system. This isn't going to cost you anything. If anything, it's going to benefit you. So let me take the next few minutes and review with you what I did. Okay, so what it is that I implemented into my trade desk about 2 years ago is a concept called walk while you work, or in my case, walk while you trade. I needed to solve a problem 2 years ago, and the problem is this. As a trader, or any office worker for that matter, I was spending a lot of time in the prone position, sitting on my duff, sitting in my chair for many, many hours at a time. Sometimes I would go 4 hours without getting up from my chair. And by the time I did, I would get up and I was stiff and I was sore and my back would hurt. And not to mention, there was a little bit of tire action going on in my midsection. So I needed to solve that. I wanted to implement something into my daily routine that would help me with those problems. So walking while you work or walking while you trade was a great concept. For me, I didn't want to spend a lot of money. Okay, you can, if you Google the term walk while you work, you'll see a lot of different options out there. You can spend $4,000 to $5,000 on pre-built systems that are very easy to install. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something a little bit lower cost. And I'll get into what I did here in a moment. So walking is much more healthy than sitting. It causes your metabolism to stay, at an elevated level. And believe it or not, if you walk at a very slow pace, like I'm doing right now, about 1 mile an hour, you can burn 100 calories an hour. That might not seem like much, but over time, that can add up to a significant amount. So again, just walking 1 mile an hour will cause your metabolism to raise, and you're going to burn roughly 100 calories an hour. And we're talking about a pace here that's very easy. You're not out of breath. You can hold phone conversations. You can type. And you can obviously monitor your charts if you're a trader and what's going on. That whole calorie burn adds up over the week. If you do this 4 to 6 hours a day, you're looking at 600 calories times 5 days a week. That's 3,000 calories burned on the week. And roughly 3,500 calories is the equivalent of 1 pound. So that whole tire issue that I was talking about, that I personally had, that I wanted to solve a couple of years ago, that definitely helps towards that. Another benefit of walking while you trade or walking while you work, for me, was when I would sit for 4 hours, I would get up and my legs would be stiff and my back would kind of ache. I have some minor back issues, nothing major, but this has been a huge benefit for that. Staying in an upright position and walking is very natural. It's actually much better than sitting. And so for that reason, I've noticed an improvement in my back. Another benefit is that you'll be much more alert. If you're sitting for multiple hours on end, what happens? You get the groggies, right? You get the 10 o'clock in the morning groggies. When you're just very slowly walking, you're going to stay alert. You're going to be much more upbeat. Your metabolism, again, is at a higher level. And so another very good benefit is you're going to be more productive. So if you're trying to promote this to your boss, there's a very good reason to implement this into your own office space. So next what I want to do is I'm going to grab the camera and I'm going to just simply show you what I did in my office space here to implement walking while you work. Okay, so the first thing I needed to solve in my particular situation, I already had a desk, a very sturdy desk. So for me, I needed to raise that desk up off the ground. And so the first piece of equipment that I invested in were the 2 motorcycle jacks that you see on the left and the right. I spent roughly $200 for each one of those. And those allow me the capability to raise my desk and to lower it back down to a sitting position. And I used it that way for the first year, where I would raise the desk up, I would walk for a few hours, and then I would lower it down for the balance of the day. As things progressed and I got more comfortable with walking while you work, I actually leave the desk in the up position for 100% of the time. I don't sit anymore. And so really for me, I could get rid of the motorcycle jacks because I don't go up and down anymore with the desk. In fact, I've been thinking about actually making that permanent. But anyways, just the solution that I used because I was limited on space, and I did want to be able to raise the desk up and down. Next, you can see here that I slid a very low-cost treadmill underneath. And it doesn't have the normal upright system. I didn't install that. I just simply have the console sitting in front, and I have slid the very low-cost treadmill underneath. The treadmill, I paid roughly $400 for it from our local Walmart. Not giving them a plug, you can get it anywhere. But the key here is buy something low cost. And that way you can get started and you can try this out and see if it's something that works for you. Okay, let me bring things to a close. First, let me highly encourage you to take the same action that I did 2 years ago and implement walk while you work or walk while you trade into your own office environment. Second, let me encourage you also to spend as little as you can. If you are handy at all, you can very easily create your own desk situation and purchase a very low-cost treadmill. You can also Google the term walk while you work, and that will give you a lot of good suggestions and things that you can consider for your own office environment. Thanks for your time. Again, this is Brian with NetPicks.com. And for those of you who are NetPicks customers, good trading to you.